to get her
Oh,
back.
hey, holy shit!
Works.
Holy crap! Yep.
When it's sunny, baby.
Yep. And
Yeah,
I
sunshine is out.
So
I
Yes.
shall shine on you.
Shine, shine, shine. All right.
Hey, bitches, and the faraway bitches over there in the corner.
Yeah, mo people probably watch over there live. Maybe.
Mo people probably do watch over there live.
All right, well, I got
We
everything.
should move that one to here. Should we move that to here too?
No, I like the obscure view. I think
Do
it's
you?
pretty cool. When we had Michelle on,
Yeah.
it was like this. Was it Michelle? We couldn't get this to work.
Yeah, we couldn't get that to work with a fuck.
Yeah, thanks YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, somebody is watching, so why don't you introduce yourself? Or what is this? What is this show?
Sunday Smoke. Sunday Smoke, yes. In God's country, which is Montevallo, Alabama. Montevallo.
Montevallo.
Vala. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
All right, well, guys, so we're actually live on YouTube today. And we're live on the Facebook. I don't have the Instaham thing up because it kills the battery on the phone too fast. I don't know.
All right.
Whatever. All right, Mike from House Family Fitness. You can contact me 205-542-1626. Mike at House Family Fitness. On Instagram is House Family Fitness. Is House Family Fitness on the Facebook. Smoke signals. You can tell DC. You can tell Jack. You can tell.
What's his name?
What's your name? Fat Neighbor? Fat Neighbor? I mean, everybody has nicknames, right? Wait, Fat used to be Neighbor. Fat used to be Neighbor.
Oh yeah, that hurts my feelings.
A little bit.
Fat Neighbor.
Wednesday is it. No more Fat Neighbor.
No, he'll always be fat.
Well,
neighbor.
you'll probably have fat neighbor when you get there.
No, we saw them. They're all pretty
we saw
healthy.
Everybody's in pretty good shape.
It's
over
a sidewalk neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all in good shape over there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I do one-on-one training, do small group training, can do remote programming, remote sessions, you name it. I probably will do it within reason. Maybe
$20.
$20 is
$20. $20.
Well, it actually costs more than that. Yeah, I'm hot. Yeah. Well, not
Worth it though. Hold on, you say high,
yeah.
but let me just put
Well,
this because
high,
I
20.
put it out there all the time. You're hiring $20, but
Yes.
well worth the investment. Well worth, and I'll give you a little bit of props.
All right.
Well, just for the fact that I know I put a lot of posts out there for you. It's just anything.
You're my number one fan.
Anything
Top
that you
fan.
top fan. Anything that you believe in, you tend to push, right? Excessively, right?
Yes.
I believe it is called proselytizing. Is that correct?
Bless you.
Right? That kind of the same proselytizing. If you believe in it, it's more of the.
Did that hurt?
Now, proselytizing more of a religion type thing, but it's the same. It just means that you share the gospel, you share with others.
So you're trying to be evangelistic.
No, I'm not going to put you on that level. I mean, that beard is godlike, but I don't know if it. I don't know.
I could shave my eyeballs. So.
It is Vulcan-esque. It is.
A little bonus.
But you have over the last
long time.
2.5 years.
2.5?
Yeah, been 2.5 years. But I came in person that had very limited shoulder mobility.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Very kind of hunch because of that. That's all gone. Leg strength. And everything when it comes to climbing, just my everyday life. When I moved this weekend,
yes.
And
you had help too.
I did have I had you and Jack and Frey and Scott came over.
Scott waved. Look at y'all moving.
No, Scott came over. I didn't say Scott lifted shit, but Scott did come over into the driveway and talk to us while we were there.
He didn't talk to me. I didn't see.
Well, I was going to say I got zero feedback from both y'all, so I want back on.
Well, that's when you had the crazy dogs running around, right? Is that what we're talking about?
But that's not unusual for.
Yeah, it's not unusual for us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but yeah.
Anyway,
well, I'm sorry.
Look,
I didn't give you a hug.
Right.
You want it now?
Right, no.
Been moving for 2 days. Okay.
Yes.
Move my entire household, and
that's usually what happens when you move.
Not sore.
Just saying.
I'm not. You know what I mean? Like I none of that. So we've always talked about is you're not going there to get stronger, lift weights, whatever. It's so
Correct.
you can live life comfortably, and there's a difference.
I like to call that an aha moment. Are you
Holy
okay?
shit.
Yes.
Because we don't do the battle rope, so we're better at battle rope. We don't do clean, so we're better at cleans. We do that, so you're better at what you did yesterday. And that's crazy. That's
Once again, we talk about all the time that the premise of this podcast, the reason everything started is because we were like-minded when it came
sponsorship
to
opportunity.
Right. One thing. Oh my God.
You can go ahead.
All right. When it
I'm
came
trying to make money.
I got you. When it came to one thing, we were very like-minded. We care enough about others to try to motivate them to
Say again?
care enough about others to try to motivate them to change their life.
Mhm.
And you can say it all you want. I talked to you for a long time about coming to see Mike, about doing different things. And you would be actually the best person to come sit in this chair for a couple of minutes and talk. I mean, not to call, because you're a very open person with everybody.
I'm a fat neighbor.
No, but
I'll come over for
Come on.
Hey,
on,
look
because-
there.
because-
Yes, fat neighbor.
because- for
let me-
this.
Let me hit me up.
yeah, grab me one too. You need one?
I'm good.
All right, grab me one too, please.
This is sponsorship opportunity again.
Again.
Look,
But this will be I'm glad you guys are watching because this will be kind of a little bit of a shit show for a second. But
nah.
this guy right here, I
This will
talked
weigh
to him
250 pounds.
250.
And he still weighs 250 pounds.
But you didn't hardly sleep at night.
But you have to change your belt, though. You had to put holes in your belt, right?
You did have to put holes in your
I,
belt.
I will, no, absolutely. No, I agree. I whenever DC posts for Mike, I will post. I actually endorse Mike to people that I talk to, friends. I have a bad back and have had 6 shots, probably 6 blocks in my back. And the last one was this past June or July. Mike works with me, so I don't do anything that would strain it. Make sure that I have the right technique for picking things up. And, we'll adjust if there's something that hurts my back. So I do another exercise and I'm still getting benefit from the exercise without hurting my back. And since then, my back's been better, and to the point where DC, who he and I used to ride together, made a comment
Until this week.
until this week. He made the comment that I don't complain about my back as much or at all, and it's true.
Is that when you realized it? When he said something? Or
Well, I noticed that my back hurts on occasion, but it's not on the level that it was. I mean,
It's not daily like it was.
No,
like there were
no,
times
I can-
times when I would walk over to
couldn't
see
walk,
Scott
or I'd
and
have to lay
he's
down.
in the bed with
Yes.
on his chair with a heating pad and shit.
Yes.
And I haven't seen him like that in a year.
cool.
Yeah. So and that went from and it's funny because the other nickname outside of Fat Neighbor is my work ethic.
Yeah, work ethic. That's right.
And I probably went from starting, and this is bragging to me. I started with smaller weights, and I've gone up to noticeably higher weights in what I lift.
Oh yeah.
So going back to weighing the same, some of that's my drinking habits.
Yeah, but
We're all-
your strength level. Just to comment on his strength level, when he first started
Look, sponsorship opportunity.
sponsorship, when he first started coming to the gym,
There you go.
there it is.
Yes, that's
Look at
it.
that,
Yeah.
perfect.
What?
What-
Tampa, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's from Tampa. That's Cigar City
sounds
Brewing.
cool. That sounds cool.
No, it's not hospital.
No, that's Cigar City Brewing. That's
Yeah,
out of
that's-
Ybor City. That's Tampa.
Florida.
My bad. Screw you.
All right,
My
so sponsorship.
Hold on,
Hold on.
I've got a shirt from there. Anyway,
This is what Lisa drinks. I bought her 12 packs.
and
I'm drinking a couple.
She likes
But
the
just
olive.
to-
Sweet.
yeah.
All right.
So just to give a little bit of a thought to what Scott's saying, when he came in, he was doing less weight. I am a physical specimen. I'm 5'9" and 145 pounds. Like
Full-
I am
full-grown
intimidating. I am
eighth grader.
intimidating to most people.
Full grown eighth grader.
face to face.
Yes,
All
yes.
right. But I'm 5'9", 145, and when Scott first started,
When the police say you gotta go lift that body, that 150-pound body bag, we gotta get DC.
that's right. When Scott first started coming
That's
to the,
dirt bag on the show.
that's dirtbag on the
I'm
show.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's trying to keep a low profile.
Yeah.
When
Well,
Scott
it's-
first started coming to the gym, him and I
Cole.
Oh,
did the same weight, and for a few months, and then
Yeah, probably
Scott.
more than a few months, but yeah.
But then now these two work out, and I work out by myself.
Well, he's-
But
he-
it's just he has gone from
more confidence.
way
What it
more
is.
confidence, and you got to think I'm 145 pounds, so doing 85 above my head,
Bragger.
that's a lot. Doing 85 pounds above my head, that's a lot of weight for me. It's not for y'all, and so I'm glad to see that he has grown exponentially
It's work ethic.
to weight.
The work
Well,
ethic has flipped a little bit.
Well, it's
and
flipped
I'll
a
tell you
lot.
what, well, a lot of that is due to Mike because, again, I have, before I was fat neighbor, I was athletic neighbor and did do some
Iron Man. I mean,
Ironman.
just go ahead and say
a
it.
couple
Yeah.
Ironman. I used to do centuries on the bike, that kind of crap. And, but now it's trying to keep up with Mike since he and I have the same frame outside of the weight.
What does it say? I can't see it that far.
I say you need to push his work more, dirtbag.
Okay.
You're right, Charles. I do.
Game on. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. I will whore you out like we are in Taiwan.
All right. You're on
Yeah,
the-
no, but I do. I recommend Mike to
Now-
a lot of people.
Now, just to throw this out there, because I mean, since we're verbally sucking his dick this whole episode, one of the things that kept
I got him. I got him.
Yeah. that kept you coming back was the fact that he is not
Yeah, you
the
doing what?
coming back.
Okay.
I'm not a cheerleader. I am.
You're-
I'm
well,
not a
not you.
cheerleader.
He is
Exactly
not
what I
a.
agree.
Now, this is one of the good things that I was saying. Mike knows that if he makes a workout that is absolutely horrific, the harder, the darker, the deeper, the shittier, I thrive in that. You do not.
I hate it.
But he
That's
had-
changed a little bit though.
It has changed. He's learned. But what kept you going was the fact that Mike wasn't like, "You got this. One more,
Yeah.
one more, dude."
Yeah,
he didn't
make
do
you feel
that.
guilty. He doesn't make you feel guilty for sitting down for 15 seconds until you catch your breath and then
Hmm.
starting the workout back again. Now,
I poke you in different ways. Though.
yes, he does. I was about to say, hey, that medicine ball is not going to hit the wall by itself.
Mhm.
Or a
Yeah.
two.
That was my favorite.
Little two.
Now you did bail on me this last was it last week or the week before when I gave you the little two,
Oh, yeah,
the
on
two
Tuesday.
meme, yes,
Yes.
because it was a
Yes.
meme.
Well,
yeah.
that
It's
was a
like,
bad
it's
day.
only your second round, yes, and then he felt
But I'll
bad
tell
that
you,
afternoon.
but see,
It's my fault.
but Verse is a
Foreshadowing.
friend of mine. I have a friend who's in excellent shape and is a runner. That's not much bigger than DC, in size and weight and all that. And he
Nice
is,
Raider.
Sophomore dick.
he bugs the crap out of me when we work out or we do things, and I hate it. Hey man, we only got a few more miles. Come on. Hey man, just stay with me. Hey, just keep. Come on. You can do it, man. Just one more. Just shut up. So that's what I enjoy. I enjoy this workout so much.
That's work
because
ethic
it's-
right there. That is
Shut
classic.
Yeah.
up.
But with that being said,
But never let them tell you it's only 3 miles.
oh yeah,
No.
do not, yeah, don't,
That's
yeah,
this group.
yeah, don't. And we will fuck you
Never
in
say
Colorado.
It's just 3
Yeah.
miles, or it's only one mile.
This is
uphill.
the last hill.
Yeah,
Y'all
It's
Well,
just over this
hey,
hill.
Just to share, we'll share a story. So we all went to Colorado.
You want to make fun of me?
No, I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm going to
Okay.
share something with you. So we all go to Colorado every year around Leadville time,
August.
August. So even though Leadville was canceled this year, we all said, "Fuck it, we're going to Colorado." And Scott went with us,
Thank you for the opportunity.
and great time. I mean, there's so many stories that we could tell, but they're all incriminating. But the one we can't tell is that Scott loves to hike. He's not a runner now, but he loves to hike and loves to be outside. And we're going to climb Elbert. We were under the impression the way it was written, it was a 9-mile out and back, right?
Mhm.
Jack. So
Yeah,
it said
actually, like eight, yeah.
8 mile. It said 8
out.
mile out and back.
Yeah.
Now,
For
I'll
southerners,
own this because in my feeble mind,
all of us. Well,
8 mile out and back was 8 miles out and back. That's not true.
4 miles out, 4 miles back.
That's what my
8
feeble
miles.
mind thought. But no, 8 miles out and back there is fucking 8 miles out and 8
8 miles back. Hey, look at that. That kind of flows with the wording.
Yeah, no.
Once I
Well,
feeble mind, I
think-
said that.
I think- Well, I
Yeah, the
think
discussion
that
at
the
the
problem
table
was
tonight,
is the
the discussion-
beginning was longer
No.
oh, the beginning was longer to get to the
The
trailhead.
hike-
But
because
even-
we
even
hiked
the
from the
trailhead-
cabin
even the
to the
trailhead,
trailhead
though,
was
still-
longer
it was-
than expected.
Yeah, but even at the trailhead, it was
It was picturesque.
It
It
was
was
beautiful.
It was picturesque, but after
Beaver
18
Pond,
fucking miles.
Right.
Aspen.
And I will tell you this, Scott. When I was coming down the road with Jack, and we saw you. hold on. Just from
Well,
my
I-
perspective, I got to share this with you. Hold on, I have to share this with you. Jack and I coming down the road, and I could see you hiking in front of us. We stopped, and I gave Jack money for beer. I said, just go buy beer in Twin Lakes. So I gave him cash, and Jack ran past you. Hi, Scott. And then I ran up and stopped with you because I thought, Scott and I just really started getting a good friendship going, and now we're fucked. like I just fucked this friendship up.
I'll give credit in 3 spots just real quick. Another plug for Mike in that he was with me for the first literally
Till we got to the tree line. I think right before the tree line
I wasn't going to make it. We knew I wasn't going to make it, but Mike
to the summit.
encouraged me and was patient. The whole time until we realized, hey, I'm not going to make it. You go ahead, and then he took off without me. And he could have took off without me beforehand, but he hung with me.
It's all part of the experience,
and
baby.
Jack, when he did pass me on that trailhead, I think the first thing I said to him was "fuck off."
Absolutely. Yes.
And he was patient with me and was very graceful, and actually took me on a ride thereafter without killing me. He's used to me saying "fuck off," so it wasn't a big deal for him.
I know it was. I was really concerned. It really was.
The fact that I was able to walk, you should have been.
Well, I knew that you'd walked far enough that you hadn't planned for it. So it was the water, it was your shoes.
that's true.
There was a lot going on. You didn't do the shoes for it. You didn't do the water for it. There was a lot of things that I don't think about because I just don't think about that shit. We had a filter and stuff on us. Jack and I left. We just left. Yeah. And when we got back to that trailhead, there was fucking running water. Jack and I were like, filter, and off we went. So 18 miles for us, wasn't what we planned for, but physically and mentally, I was ready.
I should have given him a heads up about Frozen Head, and he'd have known then.
Yeah, we fucked him. Have you ever heard that story?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's the
It
same
wasn't-
thing over again. It's like
It was just a miscalculations. All that was.
it's
That
like,
was
in
yeah.
retrospect, we look at this like the one thing is we're all fit enough to cover that blank check. So that was the problem. Was like that was the real issue there.
Yes.
But there's been more than one time that was never ever anywhere close to that. Alan Fuller at Frozen Head. Oh, it's like 7 miles. It was never 7 miles. It was like
Because if it was 7 miles, when we got there at 8, I'm like, why the fuck did we go the other way? If we're this close to the cabin.
He's 6 months. 6 months. 7 months. No, because Thanksgiving weekend. So 6 months.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
All right. So he's pretty much right at 6 months on knee surgery.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was.
All right.
it turns out to be 18.
Right. And so Alan's like 7 miles to the Hidden Gardens or whatever it was and back, whatever it was. And we're like,
Rock
fuck
Garden.
yeah,
Not
Rock Garden.
Rock Garden. Yeah.
We're like, hell yeah.
We found it though.
We did find
Got
it.
lost. Got off property.
And saw,
actually.
2 snakes.
yeah, stepped on and saw way more rattlesnakes than what I ever wanted to see.
Yeah, that one stepped on a rattlesnake. And then we saw a nice big one on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we were going down that little rocky.
Yeah, they
Wash
gave
out
it the
little
poles
thing.
and they just left.
They
us.
left. And I even he was staying with me because I was tired. I'm like, damn man, you're killing me. I'm hiking and we go up this little rip rap kind of thing. I'm like, you know what would suck? We had to come back this way. And it's what 10 minutes, 5 minutes later, here comes Alan and Jack back, and they went, huh? I'm like, I just shook my head. I'm like, well, you just turn around, yeah, because the only reason they knew because what you got phone service all of a sudden, right? Phones go bing, bing, bing. Like, whoa, hey,
Oh,
wow,
hey,
we're out of the port.
chasing a rabbit on phone service. Got to share this story. Jack and I climbed Mount Massive in Colorado. And this is no bullshit. It's not a joke. I shit you not. We get to the top of Mount Massive, 14,400 feet or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
6 feet lower than
Elbert, that's
yeah.
it.
Okay, wow, yeah.
So we get to the
Jump.
we get to the
Stand up tall.
we get to the very top.
Cover.
And all of a sudden you hear everybody's phone. There's probably 6 or 7 people up there. It's not very many. But we all got kind of get up to the top and hear bing, bing, bing. Right over that, Jack's phone starts ringing. So he pulls it out of his pocket. It's ringing, and he answers it. Hello? And he puts it on speaker, and I'm... We're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty or whatever that fucking phone call is. That's what Jack got at the top of fucking Massive.
They get you everywhere.
We will find you.
It was
I want my $2.
you just walk 6 miles. I think you need your car warranty.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the good Sprinter van or whatever. No, Transit. We had the Transit on that.
Transit.
Yeah. No, that bitch made it further back than we thought it would.
That was good.
Stop at the right spot there.
Oh, we did stop in the right spot, but
He didn't go too far, right? Yeah.
There was like someone took their Explorer farther than it needed to go, baby.
Oops.
They made it.
they made it. But so we're reparked.
Well, they made it to there. They make it back.
We don't
Yeah,
know.
see.
Yeah, have no idea. But we found the first. We went back a few miles, and there's 2 ways to get to the top of Massive. You can go to the main trailhead or whatever, and it's a long exposed hike up. It's just gradual. It's kind of like doing that just gradual ascent. Or you can go on the backside.
It's like going to one of the lakes.
Right. But you can go on the backside and come in the valley and then climb
Just
a mile.
Just a mile
yeah, just a mile.
to the
And then,
first.
and then
hill.
you can go up the backside, but the backside is what, 1,300 feet? a mile?
Yeah, it's like it goes to. Yeah,
It's
Hey,
pretty much straight
thanks,
up.
Rich.
So the
I'll see you in August.
backside, it's 1,300 foot a mile up.
I still recommend it. It's prettier.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That other side, like you're out of the tree line on the, like if you think about the Elbert thing,
You're out of the tree
you're
line,
at the
and
front for far longer, and it's just like
Oh, we were in the tree line for long. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
on Elbert, but on Massive, you come through the valley.
you get up there. You
But the problem is, you go valley, beautiful trees, and then you go the 3 miles up.
straight.
Up. It's 1,300 foot a mile, pretty much. So you kind of go from the valley, and then you just up.
Yeah.
But it's
the goat paths are not appreciably different.
no, but it was man.
Oh, it's pretty though.
I can't
Marmots and views. The views like Robbie wants to. When we go back this next year, Robbie wants to do something after the race.
Okay.
We're going up to that lake we saw by the.
Oh, okay. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Is that the day we went fishing? Y'all went to Massive?
The day y'all went fishing, yes, we went to Massive.
Y'all, yeah, because y'all left early and then
Yep,
Rich
y'all
out.
On
went-
the other side of the hill
Yeah.
that we didn't go to. I mean, the one where we
No,
saw
but they
sheep.
saw another lake when they were going up Massive.
Okay, so it'd be a different.
Totally
Yeah, it's
different.
different.
Yeah. It'd be a little bushwhacking to get there, right?
It's absolutely that's what's like
Yep.
attractive. It's like,
Yep. Absolutely. That's why.
Yeah, I miss
like
we didn't do
bushwhacking.
any bushwhacking this year. You know, the first year we went and we came down from Hope
Yeah,
We went to
up
Hope, and then we came down
and
a different way. We came just bushwhack down because we knew where the creek was, and we could find the creek. We could get to the trail.
Yeah.
Yes, and we went through that little down
Rick
valley.
brought us back all that way.
Yes.
Get down he brought us down these elk trails.
That'd
Yes,
be cool.
it
And,
was really cool. I mean, when's the last
that
time a
was
human
cool
saw
because-
that?
Yeah, because what was cool about that is you don't realize how big those animals
Oh.
are.
I'm sorry, a human. My bad.
Yeah. But
Like you, Mary, or something.
but when you come down these elk trails, I mean, it's a single track little trail,
Yep.
but you have this. Remember, you had like the firs and all these evergreens, but there's like a can't because when they come through, those elk are like fucking. They just clear out, so it creates this natural.
Yeah.
And then you just take it down to the creek.
Yeah, we just hit the trail back, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot.
On a side note,
I
like
would enjoy that.
they are
Not going
people
up.
that hosted us posted a picture of an elk herd on the frozen Twin Lake we were near from there. Like they
Okay, yeah.
there was like a herd of elk out on the lake.
I'll get it.
Oh wow.
Bugling.
So
like-
it's
Yeah, I'll get that. Yeah, that's they're right on. So when where the fire pit is, you look down to the Twin
yeah,
Lakes.
but they don't know that. But yes,
Well, I'm asking you.
I understand.
It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
It is an absolutely beautiful spot.
Yeah, I want to retire there and be mayor. I think it's my plan.
yeah,
Population
it
of
was-
23.
it was weird because-
You've probably gone to all the
I know everybody.
museums.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
probably more often than the mayor has.
Well, that was in Leadville. We went to the museums.
Oh,
Twin
oh,
Lakes.
You're talking
When
about
you walk down,
okay,
we'll go eat dinner.
okay, yeah,
Yes.
23, yeah,
And
okay.
the general
Yeah.
store. Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to go back to
Bless.
the general store and eat dinner.
Yeah, I didn't get to have dinner there. No, we did do.
We did have. I think
Yeah,
we
yeah,
had
that's right,
dinner
that's right,
there.
That's right. That was a long one.
That was It might have been. It was a long way. No, yeah, it's like a quarter of a mile for
no,
real.
Just said a long week.
Oh, a long week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colorado.
Yeah, it was a good time. I'm ready to go back. I need to go in the wintertime though. If I'm going to be mayor, I need to go like when it's really winter and see if I want to live there or not. Probably not.
Oh,
No,
you didn't
no,
like
no,
the
go,
pass
go.
when you could get through the pass.
When they close it down in what, November,
Yeah, no, that closed well before then.
October,
Yeah,
whatever it's like. But
Independence
First
Pass, the one we went through. Yeah.
guys, all the routes we do hiking, there are different routes in this wintertime where people put skins on their skis and just like
Let's go.
skin up the hill and so the beauty is they get to ski down, but there's like you get to go on some scree fields and other spots you couldn't do
Okay, yeah.
without the snow.
Yeah.
Makes
Well, I got to
easy,
save it.
really.
I got to save it if somebody save it. It's out of.
And you get to worry
Yeah, I got
about avalanches and whatnot, weather.
Yeah,
But weather's always a concern.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you just got to.
The thing won't
But here-
work.
Always things there that can injure,
Yes.
which is
Oh, is that
kind
Rich's?
of the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to see me back there.
Yeah,
like
you,
you
look,
can't
you,
bullshit around.
you can show the camera. Look at that technology.
So hold on. This is
You know what you're doing?
that is where we stay. Right there.
It's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's
Terrible. I can't. There you go. But y'all can see it.
That's
That's where they make us sleep when we go out there.
That's the street view.
Yeah, it's
That's the
beautiful. It's
street.
like-
That's the street. Yeah, yeah. It's.
But again, we like gush about that valley, but it is like because it deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's probably one of my I say one of my favorite. It is my favorite place on earth.
Yeah, the only thing that would be better than that is something that you had nothing but acreage. But again, that's Ted Turner.
That's
Ted Turner,
yeah.
That's
Buffalo absolutely-
Where the
Yeah,
buffalo
Yeah,
roam,
yes,
right?
that's-
You know, I used to think that when I was younger, lived in Florida for a
Don't-
long time.
Don't lie to anybody. You weren't.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's just-
This whole thing
Um,
is beyond.
This is new.
And
Yeah.
I was thinking, the beach. Like when I was younger, that's where I wanted to be. Lived in Florida, and I'm like, what are we doing today? We're going to the beach. I mean, what else would we do? You know what I mean? Beach volleyball. I mean, beach. And then as I get a little bit older, and I get to see the rock and Twin. I'm like, dude, why could I have not known about? I just wish I would have known about that earlier.
So Scott, that's an interesting trip because there's 3 things I remember about the trip about Scott, and 2 of them were front loaded. So we were.
Hold on, is it the bison? Where? Can I tell that story? Can I please tell that story? All right, you go ahead.
That's
Then.
right. That road was an awesome road to
right,
do.
right. But this is more along the lines of adventure because we went on a path. It wasn't exactly what I thought it was, but it was getting us there. And we turned, and the road we were on, we saw all sorts of amazing.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that road was awesome.
Yeah,
right?
that was the
This
best.
is where we're
Hey,
going.
anyone has up yet?
It was so, but early on, Scott took a turn driving. We saw a storm where there was snow and lightning and this. We got out of the car, thunder, a lightning strike
You good?
hit like
You good?
20 feet away, and then there's like a bison farm. And this guy's going,
But he was being safe. He was
"Oh,
driving.
look at the camera."
He was focused on the road.
Right.
Now there might have been 30 bison to our left.
Or
But
more.
where?
It was a crap load.
It's like, look it up. Like, no, they're not.
Hey.
out
I
there.
still never saw. I had to turn around. I had to look backwards to find them.
But later, we're in this gorge heading out towards the river. Well, we didn't know we were on the river. We were heading towards the river. And Scott sees a like metal. Well, he doesn't know that it's a metal sheep at the time,
Yeah.
but he sees a sheep on a ridge line no one else saw.
Yeah.
It's like boom.
Mhm.
We turn
Yeah.
around. It's like somebody made a sculpture.
Yeah, that's
of a
right.
bighorn.
That's right. Yep.
And there's bighorn around, and we saw
We saw sheep when we went fishing.
yeah.
So
And we
yeah,
saw
y'all were
sheep, like,
y'all were going on massive that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those two the things happened within that one little period.
Well, but that's the same one where we talked about. There was a Mennonite
That little
farm
camp thing.
camp,
something.
We
The
saw
old
that.
abandoned ski resort.
Was that the same road that y'all went up to the
mine, the abandoned mine.
Was that the same road?
Well,
Yep. Well, we just made a left or
That's
whatever.
what I'm saying.
but-
That road just had a crap load of stuff on it.
Yeah, it's like the signs like "Watch out for eagles in the road."
Yeah,
then we
and they
see
were
an eagle.
fucking everywhere.
So there was.
Yeah, that was a great road.
We thought the fudge factory that blocked us. It's something before
Yeah.
we got shown
Yes.
an even nicer bit
Yes.
of adventure there.
That was a great misturn.
Oh
or
yeah.
Adventure turn. Like I look at.
Oh.
Well, even the first time that I drove on that route. You don't have the.
I'm looking at comments from.
I was gonna say you don't have. Yeah, but
It's
even
way
even
delayed over
where
there.
do we turn for the volcano? Like, where do we turn? You were like, you just passed that big sign that said volcano. Like, oh my bad, guys. Sorry.
So maybe it's Captain Obvious
Yeah,
instead of work
yeah,
ethic. Yeah.
yeah.
Where do we turn?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The flashing lights give it away. I don't know. Yeah, that was a great trip. I'm ready to go.
Midnight put out there. I'm 5'10" and 180, not a physical specimen like Dirtbag.
Yeah, he's senior high school. You're 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
Something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
he's a senior in
Yeah.
high school. I love that man. I love Midnight. Love you, Midnight.
You're welcome, Midnight, for the
Plug.
the nickname.
The nickname.
Yeah.
We didn't give him the nickname though. His wife did.
I wouldn't.
No, I did.
Well, his wife mentioned Midnight because that's what. Remember the story where they had met at midnight or something like that to have dinner. Correct us on this, Midnight, but they had met or
Because we were
something at midnight, and you
Hotter
were
than
like,
Hill.
"That's
Hotter than
it."
Hill. Is that the when we had all the Florida people up?
Yeah,
And
Hotter
we
than
did-
Hill.
and We
was
did
one-
just random
Yeah, I think it was Hotter than Hell when we had the crop dusters up.
and just did the random show out there and
Oh yeah, I don't know. It gets
Yeah.
really
Gets fuzzy at the end.
That show that guy
it gets real.
that got real
Yeah,
shitty
yeah.
real quick. Do you
Yeah.
remember that one?
Well, no, because you guys ditched me at the aid station because you were staying
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
sober to go there, and they quickly got off.
went off rails a little bit when we got back to the start finish. Yeah.
Oh my god! All I remember about that day is Andrew telling me, "I'm like, hey, does anybody sit at a table?" And Andrew's like, "Yeah, left it leaning against a tree when you drove away." So I went ahead and got it. I was like, "Thanks, buddy."
But since we're like doing the whole Mike House thing today, which
All
is
right, that's good.
It is important. It
But
is
like,
important.
we bullshit about like Colorado. The reason, like,
Yeah.
like we can cover like some of those things. Like we're get ready to stay ready. Like,
Yes.
Always be ready. Yeah,
if you're ready, you're ready.
And
Yeah, he's pushing me to do. I'll say pushing. He has
suggested.
encouraged me, and I'm going to try to do a 50K or a 50 miler in the fall.
It'll be
and
Ultraman.
each week ask me, what'd you hike over the weekend to get you prepared? So
But
again,
the
that's
past two
encouragement.
past
the
two
last
weekends,
weeks,
yep.
yeah.
Been to the Oak.
I actually got a friend of mine hiking with me Saturday too, as well. Got him out.
Heck, you should we should
Contagious.
talk about, Zach Andrews is, although they're full up this year.
I mentioned that to him for the Trailblaze. Yes, I
Yeah.
sure did.
Yep,
That would
Make
be
West
all in your
Trailblaze.
wheelhouse.
Which one?
the Alabama Trailblaze where they hike the 26. It's
26
26 and a half.
miles, but it's for like Make-A-Wish.
Make-A-Wish
Oh
Foundation.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some of those on.
Yep.
Yeah, they had a
Yeah, I saw one of y'all
Yesterday.
somebody posted. Yeah,
yesterday.
somebody
They had
posted.
a hike at Moss Frost
Yeah, Moss Rock.
yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah,
Training.
because we Lay Lake has a couple of people who belong to the Lay Lake members, whatever. One of the lakes down in Birmingham, or just outside of Birmingham. They have a couple of members on their page that are doing it for the Make-A-Wish, and they're showing the hikes for the day or whatnot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we can like transition that into what David Tosh is doing. What's his charity? It's for
All right, so
Yeah.
Camp
Smile a
Smile,
Mile.
Children's
Oh.
Harbor, Camp Smile a Mile.
Yeah.
And I'll throw this out there because I'm in. I ran with him for a while last year. All right, anyway. So David Tosh, go to Southeastern Trail Runs,
.com.
Facebook page, Instagram.
He has a website too. .com.
He has a website, southeasterntrailruns.com. If you can't find that, reach out to DC Cole, Mike House, Jack Rawls on Scott Rogers on Facebook. Reach out. What he's doing last year because of
the summer of COVID.
the COVID,
could
not host Lake Martin 100. There's a 27, 50, and 100 miler. Anyway, he could
And that's
not
coming
host,
up in a month.
He could not. That's right. March 20th. He could not host that race last year. Did not want the camp to suffer financially, and I'm not going to say suffer. He wanted to make sure
Still
they
raise
still
money. Yeah.
they see. He still wanted to make sure that he raised money for them. So David, at 70 years old, ran from his home in Chelsea, Alabama, all the way to Lake Martin. It's
To
100.
Children's Harbor.
Yeah, to Children's Harbor. It's 101 miles total.
Yes.
And he decided that he's doing it again this year. So May 15th and 16th, you can.
More than 1/16.
Thank you. All right. I'm in.
May
Grammar police
he
are
can't-
strong.
he
Yeah,
can't-
they are strong. May
Just
15th
on that
and
one.
16th.
He has issues with the English language as well.
No, I can speak it, fucker. Y'all just.
Well,
Fuck you. Do you understand that in English?
Yes.
All
Is
right.
it May 16th and June 16th, or just 1/16th, or 2/16ths, or 1/8?
It's the 16th.
How you like I did that 1/8?
Yeah, 1/8. Crossed.
Well, whatever.
All right.
You crossed the 8th.
Go look up the
The
assholes.
division.
Internet,
Go look on
internet
that.
gold is what
Right.
this is.
Yeah. Go look on that, and you are able to.
You can run a relay. You can run with David.
You can do the whole 100 yourself. You can do a relay team. All he asks is $100.
And you could just run a section. You don't have to run the
You
whole
don't have to
thing.
run the whole thing.
You can
Just-
run support.
What is
What-
so he's got a.
Started.
This is the first I've heard of this. So I mean, that's interesting.
It's 100. Yeah, it started at his house in Chelsea.
Is it some road, some trail, or all?
No,
It's
it's
all,
it's all
no.
road.
It's trail at the end.
Trail. There is trail at the
There's
part of
trail.
Lake Martin
Yeah,
course.
Yeah, once you hit the once you get that, it's all trail, but it's road most of the way.
It's
You
back
get there to do
roads.
some running, you tell him
Okay.
to.
94 miles.
Because
Yeah,
this-
94 miles
this-
may be road.
Well, I will say that this group,
Get to see God's country
well,
in
this
Alabama
group
for
is,
sure.
Dirtbag runner group, and Ames. I don't want to say Ames because you're all inclusive, but it is heavier on the trail running. But I've got some road buddies
Okay.
that do roads.
Yeah.
I'll mention this to them because that would be something worthy.
Yeah, I envision it kind of being like Forrest Gump
Yeah.
because everybody can run together. I guess you could take off.
It could be like the
Just send me that one.
Okay.
Barkley sort of thing, like when you do the cross Tennessee, either you're crewed or screwed.
Yeah.
It's like you can
Yeah.
you can fend for the dogs and find your own gas stations, right? That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, fend
Go-
fend
I mean,
off
you
the
go
dogs and
through-
find your own gas station.
Yeah,
Exactly. You
Fend off the dogs, go to the gas
because
station.
there's plenty of stops. You don't have to like ruck everything.
No, you
we'll
don't
have, we'll have
ruck
we'll have a
nothing.
rolling aid
Yeah,
station.
we'll have a
deal.
rolling aid station like we always do,
That'd be a
but
great motorcycle ride. I can follow you on the motorcycle.
You can.
Yeah.
You could be
That'd
that. You
great
could
to
run
me.
the interference. You
Yeah,
could
that'd be
like.
great on the
We'll put a like.
That would
Amber
actually-
light.
You could
I
run
but
an
I could
amber
actually,
light on
because
it.
that's security. I could do that for work.
Hooray.
If it's during the week, is it a weekend or?
No, it's weekend.
Yeah,
Uh,
you still can do it for
well,
work.
no,
Yeah.
I still get volunteer hours, but
You go by the start of the Pinhoti.
That's right. We went to Flag Mountain. There's
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
do
you go
go
up the
over Flag
road, so
Mountain. You get
that's-
to see
yeah.
the southern terminus of the Pinhoti.
yes.
yeah,
Hopefully, it'll be the southern terminus of the Appalachian Trail one day.
yeah, I've seen that. But
I don't know if
Eventually.
they're going to make it the AT. I think they're going to AT will
no,
stop
they
in the
should
Pinhoti.
AT it all the way down. I think is what they want.
They're trying to. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
that's the
it's the
goal.
thing.
So there will be no more Pinhoti. It would just
no,
become
it'll still be Pinhoti,
Pinhoti,
but it'll
but
be
it'll be
part of it.
AT.
It'll be a section. It'll come up instead of having to rope back down.
It's
and just-
technically
Okay.
that's where the AT actually ends. Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah,
okay.
is in Alabama.
That'd be
Yeah.
great. All right. So
So
Midnight did say.
we'll put a link up somewhere.
Midnight did say. The story was I would go running at midnight in preparation for my upcoming Cottonmouth 100, and at the time, to get used to running through the night. So he wanted to get
It's a good idea.
running through. That's right. And then he
Some
said,
experience.
and yes, if I didn't have reflective gear or lights on, I would have been dark as midnight.
Yeah.
I love that man.
But I did give him the nickname. Like technically, I said, okay, nickname Midnight. I mean, it was
Pretty good
suggested.
It was suggested, but
Well,
yes.
It's
yeah.
kind of
all right.
like Big Sexy. You know, I gave him his nickname. You know, we're gonna change yours.
The hell
Well,
you are.
No, it's
It's dirtbag.
well, whether or not you
Depends
want
on
it to
where
be
he's at,
changed
yeah.
or not depends on who it is. You,
At the gym.
Softballs is giving you a nickname that is stuck.
Yes, at the gym.
Yes,
You have a gym
and
nickname.
it is
It's not a trail nickname. You have
Yes.
yes.
Yes, and
But it doesn't make any
may-
sense.
It doesn't
Okay.
really?
Okay.
Really? Think about it. What do you post all the time?
My Winnie the Pooh me?
Winnie the Pooh and
It would be poo.
And?
The Piglet?
okay. So Piglet.
No, my favorite day. My favorite day said Pooh, you dumb bastards.
Okay, then what? How's it finish?
That's how it finishes.
Okay, who starts it then? Like give it the whole meme thing. The whole.
Pooh says, what is today? Piglet says, it's the day we burn this motherfucker to
Okay,
the ground.
what? Stop. Now, if you're speaking, which
I guess
bird
I am.
would be
I
you?
guess I am Piglet. Because Piglet does say it's the day we burn this motherfucker to the ground. And Pooh does say,
That's what I call
my
it.
That
favorite
would
day
be-
That's what I
said
call an
Pooh.
aha moment right
Yeah,
there. You
that
went,
would be
oh,
more of your commentary or
I
language.
guess
than
so.
poo.
You should have jumped on Christopher Robin early, man.
I should have.
Hell, there's implications there too.
I guess you're right. I guess I can't
$20,
argue. Yeah,
$20,
20 bucks, 20 bucks. I don't guess I can argue that.
Other notables this week.
other what?
Oh,
Other
shit.
notables this week.
Yeah. You going to say it?
Yeah, Matt Johnson ran the 4 parks bullshit.
Yep.
Okay, that's right. Y'all were talking about that yesterday.
Does it hear? Can you hear it on him?
Oh, yeah. He'll
Oh, yeah.
pick up.
Okay.
Yeah.
this,
Sorry.
I can hear upstairs sometimes if I don't turn this down.
Yes, Matt Johnson, the legend.
The legend.
Uh,
He used to run
It-
marathons, though, right?
he did. Matt runs marathon. He does run marathons. He can do it all.
He's a class study, a case study in like
26.
how to like take your nickname when you don't want.
And then yes.
Yes.
Um,
That's
Well,
true.
Matt had an idea.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Matt had an idea where he wanted to run all 3 parks in the area, and we were like, "Well, don't miss Moss Rock." And he said, "Fine."
84.
And before,
Look at
so
that.
yesterday
All the
morning,
mathing going on. That's awesome.
Well, I was
So
just
yesterday-
thinking, because the ones y'all go to, I don't ever
Right.
go to anything but Oakland.
so yesterday morning,
Missing out, man. You're missing out.
No,
Matt got up at dark
Goes
30.
back to work ethic. I'm too
Yeah.
lazy to drive.
Matt got up yesterday morning and started at Ruffner at north
It's
east
Ruffner,
Birmingham,
whatever. Yeah, okay.
Ruffner Mountain,
Irondale baseball field.
Irondale baseball fields,
A rondelay.
a rondelay. He went to the highest point in a rondelay. Anyway, so Ruffner, he went to the highest point in Ruffner, and then from there down all the way to Red Mountain, over to Gracie's Gap to the Overlook, and then went from there from Red Mountain down to Moss Rock
In Hoover.
in Hoover
Hmm.
to Capilla, as we call it, which is the highest waterfall, and then from there all the way down to Oak Mountain, and he finished at the Overlook off of Peavine
You went to
Falls Road.
Peavon. You didn't go to
Yep.
Kings. Sherry went to
Yeah, I was
Peavon.
gonna say
And he
that,
went to
but-
he went to the overlook at Peavon Falls.
Yep.
And
30 smiles.
yeah, 30.
It's crazy to think
something
everything's really
miles.
that close together.
Yeah,
'Cause
30.
it feels like it takes
miles and he
forever
ran.
to drive from here to Ruffner.
Yeah, so okay, he didn't drive. He
No, he
ran
ran
the
it.
sweet spot.
No.
Oh yeah, he ran.
my bad,
He
I'm
started
sorry.
at Ruffner, and from Ruffner to Red Mountain is a pretty good route. I think I've heard.
Yeah, that's
it's not. It's not that bad.
No, that's not bad. Going from Moss to Oak is like
Well,
shit,
then going
though.
from Red Mountain
Well, how
to
do you
Moss
go from
Rock,
Moss?
I guess you have to go through.
So it's got
Ross
road.
Bridge.
There's
Did he get-
a
did he
lot
go-
of road. It's a lot of
Did he go
road.
through Ross
It's a lot of
Bridge
road.
kinda?
It's all road. It's almost
Yeah.
all road. It's like,
Yeah, okay.
Did he go through Ross Bridge area from
yes, I'm sure.
yeah,
Like
by the
that-
golf
like,
course,
you
and
know,
then
Scott, you know, like most people, like when they reply to this, they go, "What?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense, right?" No.
Now, see, I used to be a cyclist and still want to be a cyclist in the future. And it would be, we would do things like that.
you trying to be Vulcan.
Now I'm trying to see how big the delay is.
It's a long time.
Well, where?
Oh, it's like fucking 30 seconds.
Well, that's a pretty long time when
I-
you're broadcasting, asshole.
Means we can edit some stuff. Yeah, no. So I used to measure things with cycling, and how you get to places.
Really?
But yeah.
How long is it then in cycling? Can I get one?
It's a lot of the same
What are we talking
mileage.
What are we
But where
talking
you
about,
gotta-
Scott?
where
What
you
if
gotta
you're
go.
talking about measure? Hey,
No, mileage from A to B. So if you want to get somewhere on 31 to and from, how do you get there and where do you go? Because
On the road, Scott.
but we used to do the what is it? Arundel? What is it?
Arundel?
Arundel.
We
Look
would
at-
go.
look at that
We would go down 119 to Leeds, and sometimes we'd cut over the back roads by Lake Purdy.
Purdy.
Purdy?
Purdy.
Purdy
Oh,
Lake.
It's Purdy. Yeah,
It's party until they drain that motherfucker.
Wreck Lake and all.
Yeah, but we turn left and go up Irondale that way as well. So, but that was on bikes. That wasn't running.
On foot.
Running.
But yeah, so he was like his first picture was like 5:30ish at the overlook.
Yep, and he finished like 10:45 or some
Yeah,
shit.
it was like he wasn't
That
like
night or in the morning.
He was
in the
cruising.
morning.
Oh yeah, good.
He's fucking-
solid run right there.
Yeah. That's a
That's a
fucking beast.
Yeah, that's a moving.
That's fine. Yeah.
He's the one that talked me into this fucking dumb shit I'm doing this year. Love you.
Yeah, I told somebody about that too. What you were doing.
It's already been done
Right,
once.
on you as well.
I'm second. Jack will be third. You'll do it next year.
the thing
You know
about-
damn well you will. If my dumb ass does it this year and gets that little bucket, you'd be like, fuck
Oh,
you,
that's
you little
that's one
bastard.
sexy ass buckle. I will put that out there. And I don't really care if it's silver or gold.
Yeah.
Because not the race they're talking about from
Oh, the
Marysville
endurance.
over
Yeah.
there. I kind
See, I wouldn't do any of these to get a buckle because then it would mess with my belly
of
anytime I sat down. So I can't do these.
But if you did them, it wouldn't.
is that,
If
that's,
you get them, this will be gone.
no, this will never be.
That is nice. Well, you know what?
until I get.
Yeah, but that's
until I
not.
get some-
Look, poke. That's not soft. That's
I'm
not
gonna let
soft
you-
belly. That's
Yeah.
That's your neighbor.
that's hard belly.
I'll put this out there. Anyone who gets the gold super buckle
Oh,
this year,
Matt is now watching.
where you do like
No, you just
this
missed.
new
So I
race,
must
this new
go
100
into what we're
race,
talking about.
the very next week you do double top.
Yeah, a
What's it-
week after you do double top.
So
Which,
it's like you might as well you should do another, just keep running in the middle, right?
Yeah, just why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
keep yourself warm. And then there's a break till you get back in the summertime doing Georgia
yeah, that's right.
and then the pinhole, right?
You know, I've told y'all,
I'm
I'm
doing those four like because of the closeness there.
it's going to be somebody will do it. Somebody will do it. But I mean, yeah, Matt will do it next year. Just to
So let me ask this crowd. So when are y'all just going to do the AT? I found a shirt that has that.
Do you?
Yes.
Scott, you know what I'll do first?
Feliz
I'll
Navidad.
do the Colorado trip before I do the AT.
Really?
Absolutely.
mhm.
See, I do the Colorado Trail on a motorcycle before I do the.
I'll go with you.
I do want to do
Or
parts of the
like
AT. I want to. I mean, I don't know if I want to like. I won't through hike, but I do want a section. I really
like
do.
that.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I've done the first 35 miles a couple times.
Oh.
Bragger.
Well, it's only 35 miles at like 1,200. I mean, I don't have to brag.
No, see that? Hold on. Please, hold on.
And
I got to
the second one
interject.
has a really great story to it.
Well, I have to interject.
Hmm.
Because this is
Y'all need
where
some alone time.
Yeah, really.
no, this is where I just
My family's watching, so don't.
I know I go back to the premise of this podcast. One of the things that I'm trying to get better at and want to get people to think about it, you say, well, it's just the first 35 miles.
Hell, if it's the first 3 miles, great.
It does, yes. That's
Well, the first 3 miles is tough because it's uphill. I mean,
well, that's what I just
I
want
didn't say
to.
that 3 damn miles, but it's up the mountain.
But that's what I want to get people to understand. If you do 3 miles, if you do 4 miles, you do 1 mile, you're moving.
Yep.
So I just don't want people to think if you start using that word just, and I'm very guilty of it. It's just a 50K. It's just this. I mean,
Well, you have more experience too. That's why you think that way. Honestly,
Yeah,
and
it's
see,
just-
that's, so let's have that discussion. Yeah. So
well, but I'll say, and you know, more than one person and stuff can attest to this more than likely. When I stop, I'm stopped, so I have to keep moving. So any of those trails, so like the first time we did it, we didn't calculate correctly, and we only did maybe 3 or 4 miles the first day because we didn't realize it'd be a 6-hour drive up to where because it's a you get a one-way ticket to the drop point on the AT. And somebody drives you up there for a small volunteer fee, and it's not small. And
it's not really a volunteer fee if you're
well,
paying, right?
seriously.
The definition.
Yeah, so we
I know.
only got 3 or 4 miles on the first day, so we had to pick up because we were only there for 3 days. We had to pick up 15 and 18 miles the next 2 days, and it was a biscuit. But the planning, but to
fucking
your point,
language.
But to your point, it is
Biscuit.
just put one foot in front of your other. And that's, again, the Ironmans and all those things. It is just, hey, man, just keep pedaling, just keep swimming, just keep doing these things, and you'll get there. But if
Yeah.
I stop, I'm screwed.
Be careful with the just swimming, keep swimming. That might be trademarked
Well-
by somebody like Disney. Sorry,
Is it?
Dory.
Yeah.
Your kids are older.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I know who Dory is. Dory's
Just
great.
keep swimming. I mean, that's a great
Point of
thing.
order here. Where the hell's Mel?
She's actually outside. They're enjoying the nice sunshine. Sorry. Yeah.
I mentioned Millie yesterday, too, because the guy that I hiked with, he brought his puppy dog. Blue.
All right.
Nice.
There was a bunch of people on the trails because it's such a pretty day.
Yes,
It
yeah,
was
sounds
beautiful
outstanding.
yesterday.
It was
I
really
was.
pretty.
I hate.
Later was better.
Oh, we did. Well, look.
Yeah, I didn't go until
we-
like 11:30 or 9.
Shocking. These two were adults yesterday because we.
We got
We didn't.
moved.
Drink, oh no, we didn't drink till everything was moved.
Oh, yeah, that is nuts.
Everything.
But we had.
That
I
is-
mean,
that
everything.
is-
We-
that
we-
is,
Once everything got to the
don't know.
new
I mean,
house,
after our physics lesson, and then we had different things we had to
What
do.
did you have a freaking? I mean, you had a lift out there. What was the lift for?
Lift
Yes.
the cherry picker.
for the
Yeah.
motors.
You had that many motors in here.
They're mine. I had them stored over there for
Oh, I
when I'm
didn't
at Dad's
realize.
house. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Because of my
okay.
organization skills.
Yes, I
You
see
say
that.
All right.
Yes, I noticed that.
All right,
Yeah,
and
they were
this is
complaining
the
about me
hey,
yesterday, but I'm gonna point to your house.
and then
Yes.
this is the physics lesson. I'll
No,
Call-
I just want to gig you a little bit about that.
Yeah. All right.
I got in a hurry.
Hey, it is. I got in a hurry. My mind went to I need to get everything moved. And I want Mike to be able to go home. I worry about keeping people anyway.
Whatever.
Yes, whatever. We moved motors out of my
I've
garage.
got a couple engines at his house after.
Yes, I didn't realize.
Right, we put those on the trailer, took them to the storage unit. That way they can be indoors.
And well, let me tell you, we chaining the engines up. We had to use hand tools to put the bolts in for the chain for the crane.
Right.
And in our haste, we left your house without any hand tools.
We did.
So when we got there to remove the engines from
Could have called me.
the trailer, well, we couldn't get the fasteners out that were holding the chain on the first engine.
Its tools are
I'm like,
stronger than fingers.
Yes, the whole physics thing.
Yes. So
So I had to drop the trailer
That's where
so
I
I
have to be
could
an adult.
leave to go back to get the hand tools so we could complete our job we were doing.
Right.
And then that's where it went downhill.
Right. And then once I was unsupervised,
Correct. Yeah.
Is there
All
a
right.
bridge in the?
once I was unsupervised, I wanted to go, okay, I'm going to get the trailer emptied. So as soon as Mike gets back, grab the motor, put it in the storage, we're out. All right. So I emptied the trailer. I'm talking about I carry trannies, transmissions.
Yeah. You have to be careful with this group. Yeah.
Transmissions.
Here,
Yeah.
Jeff and Mars.
Transmission.
All right.
So I carry transmissions into
Come here, Bruce.
It's Barbara today.
Chloe or something.
Chloe.
I don't even know his name.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is.
Anyway.
Outside of Bruce.
Tyrone. Move on. Move on.
So I got the trailer emptied, everything shifted around, and just in a hurry to get finished up, I stepped on the back of the trailer.
And
as
just so
soon as
y'all
I
know,
stepped on-
wait, so y'all know, if the trailer is not connected to the truck and you step on the back, the axle is right here. So it becomes a lever and the front comes up.
We call that a cantilever, don't we?
That's just a lever.
Well,
Not
but
cantilever.
what happens
Yeah.
is the cantilever process.
It's a
Yeah,
fulcrum.
the fulcrum
Yeah.
effect.
So even your massive stature
Oh.
is multiplied
Always,
by
Always
the length
always
behind
great of you.
the fulcrum.
He was huge.
He was huge.
Huge, like Yuma.
So he learned a valuable lesson.
I know
Don't get in a hurry.
I
He
already
knew it.
the valuable lesson. I got in a hurry
Mhm.
trying to get stuff finished up. I stepped on the back of the trailer. Mike's built 302 rolls back towards
Oh
me.
no! Bill
Comes
what?
off the crate.
Once it brought back towards me, it catches the end of the trailer, and that goddamn motor rolled
Oh, no.
off the back of the trailer.
Oh my god!
So the good thing is, when I got there, it was off the trailer. He accomplished what he wanted to, but it's not in the correct
You
order.
don't seem to understand. When it rolled off the back of
That's
the
horrifying.
dude, when it rolled off the back of the trailer, I just looked at it and I just grabbed my phone and I called Mike. And
He did.
I said,
Screwed
I
up.
screwed up. He's like,
When I could hear the tone of his voice, I was thinking, "Damn, I didn't chalk the trailer. It rolled down the hill."
yeah. So the
Well,
trailer
that'd be
didn't.
other,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, but we
Circle-
had
that's
that
what
with the
trailer.
Yeah, the trailer.
Circle
Yeah,
one for.
trailer didn't go anywhere, but I was just like, I knew everything, but in such a hurry, trying to get shit accomplished, and I stepped on the back of that, and it just,
And what was my response? Be all right. It's good. It's all good.
and it's fine. It's just stuff.
It's
We've already had the
better, man. It's
conversation.
just
We've done
stuff.
it. It's
Yeah.
just stuff. You know what I mean? We'll get it worked out. It's no big deal. But it's such a sinking feeling.
Teach me your way.
It's
Kobe.
such a
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
sinking
stuff.
feeling to Jack, to watch it go
Oh, okay.
boom, 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 and you're like,
That was unexpected.
The even better part that I missed was there was a couple that pulled up behind him that were loading stuff in their storage thing, and he's it's the engine's got dress up kit on, it's got underdrive pulleys, all it looks nice, and he goes, "Hey man, you work on engines?" He's like, "Nah, it's my buddies," and then I think it was 30 seconds later, dunk, 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 dunk.
but in my
Hey,
defense,
you might help me out over here real quick.
no.
Now he goes, "Oh, we're gonna work on that one."
And in my defense, I did teach them Mother McFucker though, because I did say it when it went down. I was like, Mother McFucker.
You tell me they had to honk.
One of
because
Donald
the
Duck's
engine
cousins.
blocking their driveway. And their driveway.
That would
They
have
couldn't
been
leave.
better.
Oh, yeah, that'd have been even better if it was like touching their vehicle. Huh.
I did tell Mike though, if this was me, I'd have just left it, closed the trailer. I have no idea how that motherfucker got there. Let's go.
I'm glad I didn't help.
It was interesting, yes. But it's just stuff. Huh.
It is what it is.
But you know what? Off topic, completely on topic of that, but moving always sucks.
Yes.
That's you know what? It's better to die than to have to move. I think probably.
It's
Yeah.
always more than
Going
expected when you
through that
move.
right now.
Always.
Yeah, there's so much.
It's kind of like an ultra run. It's always something that turns dark.
Isn't that life in general?
It is.
I mean,
It-
that's life.
yeah.
I mean, it actually does blend into kind of what we talk about because what went well yesterday and then something goes bad.
You should always expect the unexpected.
The unknowable.
you should, and you should be mentally prepared for that.
Yeah, I never am.
You know,
So
like
I passed the test. Did you pass the test yesterday?
after I talked to you, I talked to you,
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that he called you without trying to, hey man, can you help me come move this thing back?
I just called you and said, "Hey, I screwed up." I mean, like I
Yeah.
mentally had the
No, I'm talking about
wherewithal to say,
the whole day. The whole day. You were stressed out all day yesterday.
Different stress though.
Yeah, different stress.
It is a different stress, but yes, I was stressed.
But there was
out the
something that
entire
went
day.
easier yesterday than expected, and there was something that went harder yesterday.
Yes.
That's the exact same thing that happens when you run.
Yep.
Well, see, and I have a, and this is off topic, just to talk about a friend of mine and things that he does, and his attitude is very similar. And DC was, our dirtbag was with us.
Don't
I-
use his name.
I,
DC Cole don't want to be. My bad.
I have a tendency to wreck things, crash, however you want to call it.
Yeah, crash a lot.
Crash lots and or
That's his-
crash
That's his,
display.
that was his Instagram handle for a while, right? Is it still?
Yeah, still.
Yeah, crash a lot.
Yeah.
And
He
I'll
likes to
go
fall.
like him on Instagram.
He likes to fall.
Girl.
actually, that's gonna be my grandpa name too, Crash. Or is my grandpa name? She can't speak yet. Outside, yeah. But the friend of mine let me ride a bike that he had just built, and it was
Mini
a mini
bike.
bike,
Little
a
mini bike.
that he's very proud
Little
of.
pit
and
bike, yeah.
Smaller than a pit bike.
Okay.
I mean, like literally like the old monkey bars
Yeah.
bike, one of those. And he told me, he said it's got
They're
a lot-
called ape hangers.
Yes. And he said it's got a lot of torque, man. Be careful. I'm like, no problem. And I think this is probably 2 weeks after I'd wrecked his other bike. His one of his sons,
Good friend.
one of his kids' bike. Yes.
Go for it.
Yes, he built this bike, and he was very gracious, and you know, I mean, his wife did have to tell him to come help me with the bleeding, but what do you say? He said, yeah, the exhaust was cracked.
Yeah.
And he was very, very, very. If you're listening,
Distraught about that.
very kind about it.
He was very kind
You
about
know
it.
why?
But
Because it's
but-
just stuff.
it is just
Yes.
stuff. But just to throw this out there with
he built this.
he
I
built
mean,
it
all
from
hands.
the ground up.
Yeah.
So his initial hold on. If you just built something from the
Mhm.
ground up
Yeah.
and you said, "I've driven it. It's great. I love you. Drive it."
It's got a lot of torque. Be
All of a
careful.
sudden, you're like, "Oh, our friendship is tested."
Hey, your
Well, I'm not
bike's
saying it's
rolling
not-
down the street.
Yeah,
because
it's
it has
tested.
the Torque on it.
Now, my younger days, it'd been ugly. Now,
Yeah.
Well,
his-
hold on.
his
So-
was very patient.
So this friend did not
No.
verbalize anything, no
Luck-
cussing, no nothing. But
Luckily, he's a good Christian.
when Scott was like, "I'm bleeding,"
Well, I didn't say that. But his
well, no,
wife-
you didn't. He didn't. Right, Scott was
Now I'm just
bleeding.
saying, I don't care.
All right, Scott was bleeding.
Hmm?
The friend was like, "Oh, my shit's broke." The wife had to bring up, "Your friend is broke too." I understand that, but my shit's broke.
Well, he's
Like-
broke
like-
'cause
like-
He-
like-
he
Well,
broke.
then he's a
Yeah,
fake-
right,
Yeah.
so-
he's broke because he broke my shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's the
So that's
initial.
all I
Yeah.
was trying to point out was that he doesn't love him, but there
No,
was
I
a
mean-
there was a priority there. The
Yeah.
priority was
Yeah.
he's
Well, it's
bleeding.
Always how's the bike.
Well,
It's
that's
never
broke.
anything else.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, fuck him.
It's always how.
He doesn't say it out loud, but
Anybody who rides bikes knows it. That's the first question. How's the bike?
yeah.
Whether it's yours or somebody else's, it's how's the bike. You always get up and check the bike first from a bike person.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I've hit the
That's been
ground.
my occasion.
I built one, hit the ground on it. My only goal was to get back to the hotel and put it in the trailer because I didn't want to see it. And then I hurt.
I think I've heard that story too.
Yes. Yeah.
Daytona?
No, I was in.
Panama City or
No, it was Anniston. I was in Anniston at the bike shop. Yep.
Oh, Aniston on that
Yep.
one? Oh, shit, which way off?
I was thinking bike week down
Yeah.
there.
Oh no,
Not sure.
I've never hit the ground in bike weight.
But you had the trailer with you.
We trailered up there. We
Yeah.
just finished building it. It was nice, one-off, custom, ground-up build, and hit the ground and caused a lot of damage in seconds. Seconds. I mean, I'm
Okay.
talking
That
about boom. And
Now I will ask
Ask.
because I have
Okay.
seen your work. I'll preface this for those that are still.
What are you talking about here?
Well, hold
Yeah.
on. Hold on. Everybody's still watching. Multifaceted is this individual right here.
Absolutely.
Renaissance
Renaissance man.
Well, I just say that
But do you do
because
carpentry work?
Mm.
Okay. Halfway Renaissance.
one of the best mechanic. Well, I would say here the best mechanic that I know.
I actually
and-
talked about you today too.
And not only that, well, not only that. I mean, whenever you do something 100%. So one of the best mechanic, or you the best mechanic I know in this area. And then when you decided to incorporate the gym and all that, bam,
100%.
like 100%.
Mhm.
I know you still work on vehicles.
Mhm.
Do you miss the build aspect of bikes and all that? Like, would you ever go back and go?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I will.
That's exactly what I talked about. I mean,
Because
I
I
cut you
will-
off, but the garage.
Yeah.
I don't
because-
miss having a shop for
No,
profit.
this would be just for you.
No, that's going to happen
Yes.
because when I get Dad's house sold,
Right.
get that off me, I will have
I know
a
you're gonna
shop
put
building
out
here,
Yep,
and
yep.
I will, I'll have
Yeah.
a motorcycle lift, I'll have a lift for a car,
One of the guys.
and I will start building stuff again and start working.
One of the
like,
guys
like
that-
I
that
can be very dangerous working on stuff because I'll have all my stuff in one place.
I work with a gentleman who at church, volunteer, whatever. He's a mechanic, and has
Get you
been
some right there, yes.
and has been for many.
Mhm.
Is that the?
That's the everybody.
bike?
Oh, that's everybody. That'll whip the dog shit out of you.
Heard a lot about that. But he was talking about a garage, and I said, "Yeah, I've got a friend, and he wants to put. I mean, he that's what he wants. I mean, he's got property and
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
God's country, and he wants a garage that he can play, build and play with. And,
Building's fun. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
yeah. So I talked about again. Mike is not my secret love. There are others, but when conversations comes up with people with similar interests,
Yeah.
you come up.
Yeah, I mean, I will.
Yeah.
For sure. 'Cause I can fix you, I can fix your car, fix your bike, whatever.
There you go.
So
It all kind of blends in together in my mind.
Everything but a
I made
broken
you-
heart, man.
Yeah, I can't fix a broken heart. That's right. Yes,
I don't know.
I can't fix you financially either. Just
Now I can help you with that. Not yet. I'm not an advisor, but
working on it.
But working on it.
Maybe.
So, this guy
Future.
right here.
He's not just a pretty face. Well, he's not a pretty face.
No, he is a pretty face. Look at that. Look
Not
at that from
according
a
to my wife.
distance. I mean, from here, from a distance through the camera.
With the
I like
hat
Hey,
on.
wait, whoa! Turn that light off. Distance, darkness, and drunkenness. 3Ds are his favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm about a 45 minutes later than
Shit.
I expected to be.
Say, like,
I don't have a
so
clock
me,
that big on my
that's
fucking wall at home. Jesus Christ.
Hey, the great thing about this is that it keeps
that
my
motherfucker.
It's-
keeps-
a
it
watch.
keeps my granddaughter, because I'm that old. It keeps her occupied. She loves this thing. She'll play with it. I mean, she'll just sit and grab all of it and play with it.
The watch?
Yeah.
All right.
Damn. All right.
We've been here.
So, all right. So,
Oh.
we're going to sum this up.
He didn't say something. He didn't say.
I said
he
we're gonna sum this
we're
up.
gonna sum this
He
up.
did say so.
All right.
Replay.
Back
We
up.
are going to sum this up. Two things. One, always be moving.
Mhm.
And
step forward.
thank you, Scott, for sitting in.
Well,
We had a guest for today. There was some miscommunication, but thank you for sitting in.
Yeah.
One, always be moving and reach out to Scott Rogers, Crash the Lots. He'll let you know. Active, moving, doing stuff to prepare you for life will change your life.
And
Okay.
don't forget the 100-mile thing with David,
Right.
Southeastern.
Second,
Yeah, I'll be posting that to mine too. I mean,
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
not. I mean, yeah.
Second,
some roads.
House Family Fitness,
Mhm.
reach out.
Mhm.
Whether you live Florida,
No matter.
Arkansas, doesn't matter. Reach out. it will make a difference.
Yeah, I agree.
With this fancy thing
So-
called the intranet.
Yeah, just reach out.
Yes.
Okay.
We can stay communicated.
Southeastern Trail runs May 15th and 16th. Running from Chelsea to Children's Harbor over at Lake Martin in Alabama.
Plug and Tosh just in general.
Right. And Southeastern Trail runs. That's David. He does all
Volunteer
the whole
runs,
trail
any
series that you can
Mhm.
volunteer for. You can run. Just come to that atmosphere.
Come hang out,
That will bring you in just to see the love that everybody has for him and trail running. But look that up because the Children's Harbor is a phenomenal organization and what they do, and they will benefit greatly from people contributing to
They
that.
need it based on the year.
Yeah, and y'all know the year that we have had,
Mhm.
and
Stay COVID free. Another advice. Right.
well, the best we can, and then just to remember, guys, we talk about a plethora of shit on this
That's a
podcast.
big
We
word.
are
Right.
from one end of the spectrum to the other.
He'll hurt himself in a minute.
I just want y'all to remember
Just spraying something.
Yes.
something. You'll hear "Go Gadget."
Just heard a
Y'all remember
Just heard a
Gadget?
302
Y'all remember?
rolling
Yeah.
off of a trailer.
Y'all would just remember that.
Free physics lessons anytime.
Park at the end of a parking lot and walk your ass into a store.
That's right.
Get up in
Yeah, I
the
agree
morning
with that.
10 minutes early.
10 minutes. That's
and
it. 10 minutes.
10 minutes early. Walk to the end of your driveway and back and start there. This all started for the simple fact that we give a flying fuck about people we've never met. Walk.
And those that we have, because I encourage my wife to try to not hook up with mine, but to get
Juvenile. Juvenile.
to go to the gym with Mike. I keep
I can't
trying to
help
get
it.
her to
go and see.
yes,
Because it's how moves
yes,
Scott at the
Yeah.
yes, I
Yeah,
try to
That's
make
a
sure-
husband's job,
I try
Scott. Just so
to
you
make
know,
sure that
don't
I'm
hook up with him.
fine. Yeah, I am encouraging her to go to the workouts. Actually, yeah, try to get
Right.
Get
I
one
can't
of
help
those
it.
sets.
I
So you
can't
guys
help
can see I brought up to mind individuals. Just start somewhere.
Yeah,
Small step, man. It's like
Small step.
and
Don't
if
be
you're
afraid to
local
do
to
it.
Birmingham,
Just like
if
it's
you're
good.
local, Ruffner, Oak Mountain,
We're very
Moss
fortunate.
Rock. I mean, there's a lot of places. you
There's
can
so
hike.
much around here.
Yeah,
so.
there really is. Oak Mountain is one of the best.
Excuse.
Kept secret.
I mean, there's not. People will drive 20 miles to go eat dinner, but it's like, oh my God, I can't drive 5 miles to
Yeah.
Oak Mountain.
But I hate to say that there's no fucking excuse. Quit making those excuses.
I'm a king.
See,
It's not difficult. It might
it's
be
not
inconvenient.
difficult, but
It might be new. Yeah,
But-
that's
It's
it.
just the
That's
first time. Once you get over that first couple humps,
Mm.
you just
Juvenile.
right, and don't
don't sneak up from back.
That's right. The big thing is don't get
You're
sucked
still losing.
right, and don't get sucked into these fucking memes that I see. Or once you reach 50, or you're 45, and all these bullshit memes talk about this hurts, that hurts. I can't sleep because I'm this old.
No,
Don't
this
get
doesn't-
wrapped into that bullshit. We're going to run 100 miles with a guy that's 71 years old.
Mhm.
71. He didn't start running 100 miles at 71. He started years ago, and he's still able to do it.
Hey, and just 2 quick plugs. I got a friend who turned 50 this year, and his goal, and this some of this is based off of the conversation the other night, is he amped his running up from 25 miles
Yeah.
to 50 miles a week. He's a road runner, but he is looking to do either maybe Lake Martin or into the fall. But he wants to do a 50 miler because he turns 50. Because I mean, again, he's the rider that I referenced earlier. And then there is another friend in the same situation who did a triathlon when he turned 50. That was his goal, was to do Guntersville, and I was doing trials back then. But Lake Guntersville has a really good triathlon in, I think, September usually. The Lake Guntersville Tri, and it's a sprint, so it's short, and he even rode a mountain bike. You know, I've got another friend who's my age that rides a hybrid bike, and he loves it. He does it with his son, and he's gotten in better shape as a result.
So the big thing is
Do it.
yeah, just don't make an excuse. I can't do it. I don't have
I'm
a
gonna throw
road
this
bike.
out there. It might be trademarked, but just do it.
I'm gonna write that down because
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
mean-
I don't know if anybody that uses that.
I don't think so. It doesn't sound right.
Anyway, that's just the whole premise of our pocket. Hey, look, this guy, holler at him. I've seen it, and so
Tell some words.
good.
Don't tell everybody that.
Love you guys.
Peace out. We're good. Can't take him anywhere.
Y'all kept me